Hi guys, how are you? I miss you guys so much. You have no idea how I was longing for be able to have a couple of hours with a cup of coffee and sit down by my desk to chat with you. Past 3 weeks has been extremely crazy. I think you can tell because I told you I'm going to upload video, but I really tried. I have all the footages. I just don't have the time to edit. So now I'm going to use today's opportunity to recap everything with you, and bear with me. Maybe this video is going to be super long. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I want to show this to you first. Give me 1 second. Best friends. Hi guys. Aww. Let's do this. So here's what happened. Last time I uploaded video, that was the end of August, and I shared with you things about prepping for the film festival. So the day before I upload last video, I think it was August 26th, 27th, I don't remember. That was the opening day of the film festival, and I was actually editing the video in the morning and the vlog everything. I was trying to keep up with attending film festival at the same time making YouTube video to share what's going on with you, and then went to film festivals opening green carpet. I and one of my leading actors, Kathy.
Hi guys, this is Kathy Wu.
This is Nani.
We are here today for our movie, Beneath the Banyan Tree. And we're here at the Hollywood Roosevelt doing what?
And the dances with film green carpet.
Let's get it.
We attended green carpet at the Rsvp hotel, and it went by really fast. After that, we actually went upstairs to the film festival, which is hosting at the Chinese theater, and then we went upstairs making some promotional videos. I don't know if you see this, but let me share you a clip of that. It was quite funny. Hi, we're going to host Beneath the Banyan Tree SoCal premiere at the Chinese theater.
Yes, it's September 4th, 9:30. You still have 1 week left to purchase the tickets for Beneath the Banyan Tree.
We'll see you there.
It's a great movie, great story, great production value, great cast, great director. Everything is perfect. If you miss it, you're missing out. Seriously. Right, Nani?
Yeah. I'm humble. So since that day, it gets busier and busier. I think it depends on how you're attending film festival. To me, I don't have a tons of budget to submit my film to a lot of film festivals, which I've heard people saying that normally acceptance rate is going to be like 5 to 10%. I don't want to spend thousands of dollars just on submission. So that basically means that I'm not going to attending that many film festival, and I really don't want just collecting laurels and then film festival attendance for my film, but I want to maximize the experience of every festival I'm attending. So I decided to try my best to go to the festival every single day. What happened is, since that day, I have been working at my day job every single day in the morning from 6 to noon, sometimes from 6 to 11. And then right after, I directly head over to the festival. I met a lot of new friends. One of the things that was really surprising is I met one of the filmmakers. I loved his film. I met at the CineQuest, so everything was virtual. I've never met him in person, but we're actually attending Dances with Film at the Chinese theater together. It was surreal to meet someone you have a lot of conversation through internet in person. It made it feel much more closer to those people, almost like automatically you feel like you are friends, very close friends, that kind of thing. Oh, by the way, my friend's name is Ryan and Sean, and their film is going to be released in theater this weekend, literally tomorrow, and it will be in theater in 11 cities. So if you are interested, you can check it out. It's called Last Night in Rozzie. So I believe if you Google it, you can find if it plays in any city that's near you. So I have first couple days hanging around at the filmmakers lounge at the film festival, trying to meet new people. I think that's the hardest part, but because Ryan was there, so he's more good. I feel like he's better at like opening a conversation. So he has been introducing me to people, or I just follow him around. We talked to new filmmakers, and then the first couple of days I met several filmmakers. So I have been get to know those filmmakers throughout the next couple weeks a little bit more, and some of us became much more closer. One thing I think in the film festival environment is that everybody attending the festival is looking forward to meeting new people. Everybody feel that awkwardness, that anxiety of start a conversation with new people. So I keep that in mind to tell myself that it's okay, everybody is anxious right now, and then that actually helped me to open up conversation later on. When Ryan's not around, I still trying to basically sit next to a stranger, or go out, walk up to a stranger and say, hey, who I am, and introduce myself and ask about their movies, and they will ask about my movies. In that way, I actually met a lot of people throughout the film festival, and I think that's one of the most important thing that you can get from this kind of environment, is that the people you met in this kind of environment are filmmakers who actually have done some work, and they are definitely have some experience and things that they know you can learn from them. So fast forward to September 4th, that's the day we are screening my film, which is a Saturday at 9:30 p.m. I was very anxious about it for a long period of time because I don't have budget to hire a PR company. I think I mentioned it in my previous video before. I want to save money on PR for later, so I have been trying to do the work on my own, and also my actress has been helping me a lot as well. So we 3 people just keep talking to people, emailing people, messaging people, trying to get audience come to join our screening. A lot of people are interested. The only problem is because we are still in the midst of pandemic. Even this event is hosting a way that follows the requirement of the government. Basically everybody who attends has to have a vaccine, but still the Delta still make a lot of people scared about coming out to a film festival, and I was pretty nervous about how many people is going to attend. A lot of people from my day job came, a lot of family friends of my actress came, and people who work on my production, most of the key position came, which was such a surprise. And I was trying to film the vlog all day, but I actually didn't end that vlog because the whole screening was very exhausting, and when I get home it was like, I believe it's like 1 o'clock or more than 1 o'clock. It's like the film, like you mentioned, dirt. It almost feels like because we are like a tree. A family is like a tree, so we growing out of that dirt, and that dirt is comes from all the branches and the leaves rotting underground. So we are kind of like that, and that's where we come from. That's all our happiness and trauma, all that stuff come from. I think that's the beauty of the family, of any family. I couldn't really wrap my head around of everything. I'm a very sensitive person, so I always like to have a conversation that lasts long enough that I have a conclusion or an end. But every time when I was in this kind of environment, I couldn't have meaningful conversation with a single person. Everybody come to say congratulations and say hi to me, and all I can do is thank them. Afterwards, I will get quite depressed because I would constantly thinking, kind of rethink about every conversation, who I met, who was there, who talked to me. I think that's just my anxiety because all of the conversation that night wasn't go too deep. That made me feel something wrong with it. That's just how I am, and so I have been aware of that, so it didn't bother me quite as much as the past. So after that night, I was exhausted because I also have attending some midnight horror series. So the film screening was starting at 12 a.m. in the morning until 2 a.m. When I get home, it's 4 a.m. It's just keep going like that for 2 weeks straight. I was pretty close to have a meltdown towards the end of the festival. I think it's around last Friday, maybe the 10th, September 10th, I received email from the festival says they want us to Rsvp for closing night ceremony event. I wasn't expecting there was a ceremony event, and that sounds pretty daunting. I thought that I have to invite my actress because she has been helping me a lot during the festival. I want to share with her if we win any awards, but at the same time I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't want she carry expectation come to the ceremony and then get disappointed. So I didn't even think to bring my vlog camera with me that night. I've got some footage from my friend who also was there, and she took a lot of pictures for us and filmed a lot of clips for me, which I was really grateful. I didn't even remember to tell her to bring a camera. At the last day of the film festival, which is September 14th, I went to watch one of the friends that I met in this film festival, Tori. She made a film with her dad, and then the film name is Generation Rex. And afterwards I went to a family restaurant to write some press material for my film while I'm waiting for the closing ceremony. So during the ceremony, the entire theater was packed, hundreds of people in there. Before I went in the ceremony, I met my friend that I met through Dances with Film. Her name is Paula. Her film called Delicate State. She's such a creative and kind human being. Okay, just went off the topic a little bit. I have to talk about her film. She basically shot her film with her husband during her pregnancy, and then there was a lot of it's a story about civil war during pregnancy, and then in her film has a lot of footage of burned down house. If she created a whole environment that feels like civil war is happening, but most of the stuff was shot with no budget. Basically, she and her husband go to they always tracking down something happened, and they go to film the real event and then weaving the event into her story to make it look like it's a civil war about happen, if I'm making sense. I think you'll know better if you see her film. It was amazing that she made a feature film only with her and her husband, two girls. So
today's Audience Choice Award for the Fusion feature goes to Delicate State.
Get back to the film festival. That day my actress came and she sat next to me. She was wearing a very nice outfit but with the Vans on, and then she was about to change her shoes to the high heel while during the ceremony, and I whispered to her to let her know that I have been watching a lot of really great film during this film festival, and I don't really think we're gonna win anything, so don't have too much of expectation. You don't have to change your high heel, you can just keep your Vans on because nobody's gonna see your feet. And I remember right before they announced the Audience Awards of competition feature film, I was kind of trying to be aware how I feel. Of course I do want to have awards, but I'm more worried about to have too many expectations and get disappointed, since I have been working on this film for 5 years, 6 years now. And this entire process there was a lot of disappointments and rejections, and so I started learning to try not to have any expectation. So right before they announced, I was purposefully laying back a little bit more on my seat to try to relax myself and not thinking. And then all of a sudden I heard the program announced Beneath the Banyan Tree, which is the name of my film. And immediately I start shaking and I can tell that Kathy was shaking as well. I stood up right away and somehow my phone just fly into the ground, and I didn't even have time to pick it up. We're rushing onto the stage. I don't even know what I was talking about, but here's a clip of what I said. You can't really see me in the clip, but this is the clip while we're receiving the awards. I wasn't prepared anything, so I feel I was all over the place, and what I said didn't make sense. I was like laying back. I was like, it's not my thing, and and then suddenly like it's shaking. Thank you so much, Dances with Film, for this wonderful.
I know, right?
Wonderful experience that we can see our film for the first time on this huge screen. And I want to thank all the people who has helped us work on this film along the way. And anybody, when I have questions that answered me questions, even just a tiny little help, I'm very grateful. And this is a story about a family moved to the US under different culture, but still every individual trying to find the individuality. I feel all of you here, you are the kind of person that are brave enough, still looking for your individuality, that you be able to follow your dream, and then still working in this very tough industry and then making your awesome films. And then I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm doing my Vans. I was supposed to wear my heels, but I didn't know we were gonna be here on stage because she's like, "You're not gonna be there. Nobody's gonna see you. Just wear your Vans." So I'm doing my Vans, and I'm still in shock. Nani has done so much. She wrote it, she directed it, she produced it, she's done all the work. She is the one and only person who truly is passionate about this project. And it's a story
about Chinese Americans. And we are so glad that despite everything that's happened in a year and a half, that we're still able to get your support to watch our film and let us tell our story. So thank you so much. Thank you.
In the past, I also received another words from CineQuest, or I have people telling me how they feel about the film. I think because I carry a lot of expectation and hope to get good results. So when I got good results, I always feel something's off. My imposter syndrome carry throughout the process when every time I receive a compliment. Except this time I somehow didn't feel the same way. I think because I wasn't really expecting anything. And it was like a gift, and all of a sudden drop over my head. Even till right now, I still couldn't wrap my head around it. Oh, and then there was a trophy. That's the second trophy I've ever got in my life. The first one was like when I was 12. It was for a piano competition, but let me show you. Ding, ding, ding. It's like that. I thought it was really cute because an artist handmade all the trophies for the film festival. So every single trophy is a little bit different. The way he waved those things, it made it very unique. And it's just it was just a very lonely I'm sorry. It's just a very lonely, long process, and to be able to make a movie, convince my family, and dealing with expectations, all that, to be able to make film is already feeling very hard, and filmmaking itself is extremely hard. Too many things to learn. I still don't feel I know a lot. I still feel I have so many work ahead of me. And last year was really difficult for me, not because of COVID, but because of my life situation. So it is nice even just to get a little bit recognition, and I'm very grateful throughout this whole time that you guys has been here with me to discuss with me about creativity, and then to tell me how my content helped you. Your words are the things that keep me going. During the festival, when I'm out there meeting new friends and chatting with people every single day, which is the opposite of what introverts want. I was exhausted, and I find myself keep thinking about you guys, and keep feeling that I'm longing to building this community that I feel no matter what art field that you want to be in, it's always very lonely and difficult, and there was so many false message out there and confusion out there, that so many things that we couldn't even figure out a way to figure it out. We only can try and make the mistake in order to know, which made this whole already difficult process even more difficult. So I keep thinking to myself that I really want to keep up with this community. Even I know my priorities that I want to be a filmmaker, but no matter what, I want to have a little space on the internet that tell the truth, share the ups and downs of everything, to tell you that I have a feature film and it's going to be out soon, but I'm working with a day job things is not always that glamorous as you think. No matter where you at, as long as you focus on your dream and then learn and work on your craft, even just slowly, a little step each day, you are on the right path. There will be a lot of setbacks, and the rewards probably going to come in a very surprise way. That's what I want to share with you, and I really hope this community can be that little space for each one of you that you can come to when you feel tired, when you feel confused, when you feel lonely. And knowing there are whole community people here are struggling too, and having so many questions in our minds. So yeah, I want to share this with you. Right. Another thing I learned during the festival is that the importance of public relation. Even though I keep talking about I don't have the budget to hire a PR, but that's something I need to start keeping in mind. That's just how it works, that you need to constantly get exposure. But they are very different type. One type is people keep going. They don't do the work, do a lot of public relation stuff. Another type of people are the people who actually keep learning, keep making mistakes, keep moving forward. And then when opportunity comes, they know how to utilize public relation to create effect around them. I've seen other filmmakers have done that, and I learned a lot from them. Just like I said, this world is living on different type of images that media commercials present to us. That's why we have a false sense of, if people want a word about film, if people have a film out there, if people making a feature film, they must be all figured out. They must be somewhere else that's so different from us. But I really feel we all the same. If you dedicated some time to write your screenplay, to make your story each day, you're no difference with a famous director who dedicated his time or her time and then writing her screenplay every single day or making her film. We are the same, just under very different budget, but I'm 100% sure they are struggle. They will have time that feel blocked. They will have things that they're not sure how to move forward, that they have to consult other people for. And then all of those things are the same for any of us. The only difference is they have a more resource, which it didn't come overnight. It was a slow build, and then they have maybe be able to do some public relations, which is creating the image of fancy pictures, things like that, or even better ones. But in the end, we are just normal human beings. We are just all ordinary people. And I'm honored every single ordinary people who work hard, keep dreaming in mind, and be kind and present. So I don't know if any of this is helpful, but to summarize the film festival is that meeting new friends, meet as many people as you can, go to watch the movie, supporting them, discuss about their movie with them. You can learn so much from that discussion, because you never know how much people put into of making a movie and what their thinking process was. That's the best part. And then be kind to everyone, sharing at the film festival, making friends with all the volunteers at the film festival. They are the kindest persons that I met, because they volunteer at the events like that with their true passion about filmmaking. And then and then all the other things is just let it be. So these are all the things I want to share with you. I hope any of these are helpful, and I'm very grateful you are here even I missed 2 weeks, and thank you for being a part of this journey. I will be back next week for sure. If you haven't seen my last video about getting ready for film festival, it will be right here. And then if you haven't seen my film trailer, it will be linked right here. And then yeah, I will see you next week. Be patient, be present, stay creative.